is about to rise. The coffee pot is on. Before you run through the to-dos for the day, take a moment and enjoy GMNC with us. My name is Prathisha Singh and I will be your anchor for today. Before we get to the exciting stuff, to Lamontan for this beautiful location, the Hair Shack for our gorgeous hair, and Prusa Water for keeping us hydrated, thank you for going above and beyond.
Goeiemôre en welkom by jou weer vir vandag, brought to you by Victory Surf. Today we have a sunny and comfortable day with a high of 24 degrees and a low of 17 degrees. The real feel will be 25 degrees and the real feel shade 23. We have a north-northeasterly wind at 11 kilometers per hour and wind gusts at 24 kilometers per hour. Also 25% chance of showers. The sunrise will be at 6:38 a.m. and the sunset at 5:06 p.m. Joburg, plenty of sun with a high of 20 degrees and a low of 7 degrees. Pretoria, comfortable with plenty of sunshine with a high of 23 degrees and a low of 8 degrees. Cape Town, clouds and sun with a high of 19 degrees and a low of 12 degrees. Next up will be your surf report brought to you by Victory Surf.
The magic of an accompaniment tailor-made in the passion.
Good morning, Ballito, and welcome to Wednesday morning's beach report, and a beautiful day ahead on the east coast of Africa. And fortunately, after the heavy rains of the weekend, the ocean is clearing up a little bit. It is still a bit patchy and brown in areas, so please be careful where you do surf and make sure that the quality of the ocean water is clear and clean. Otherwise, you're going to get what we call barley belly, and that's not very pleasant because you'll spend your day in the loo. So north beaches, I would say the bog and the main bathing area are best today. Light variable northwesterlies and lower tides in the morning, so definitely good to get in the water if the water's clear in the morning. Please be careful of debris and stuff like that on the beaches as well. Enjoy your day, and we'll chat again tomorrow.
Welcome back to GMNC this morning, and inspiring us is Sharon Carthel. Good morning, Sharon. How are you?
Good morning, Prathisha. I'm fine. How are you?
Good, and you? So we're chatting about something we can't have too much of.
Oh, absolutely. Especially in light of what we've just been through in our province, you know.
Again?
Once again, oh
Yes.
my goodness, you know, our poor little province has been hammered and we've gone through so much. And I think even sitting here in the studio reminds one of how grateful we need to be for just the little things that we have, you know, never mind all the big things that we do have.
Yes.
And I think, like you say, gratitude is something that you could never, ever have enough of.
Definitely.
And, you know, just looking at the people around you, those that love you, the people that provide and support for you, you know, it's just amazing to me when I drive here this morning and I see, you know, all kinds of things that make me feel gratitude for being in this community. And what a
Definitely.
community it is.
We do have an amazing community.
We honestly do, and I'm just hoping that as a community, especially the community of Ballito, can stand up and do something about the rest of our region and our province that needs so much help. And I know there's a lot of drives that are going on. You know, look out for that. If you want to pay it forward, if you want to make a difference, there are so many groups of people who are stepping up and are saying, what can I do to help? And if there's
Definitely.
something that they can do, please step up and please come and help us. I know that this is going to be viewed to a lot of people. So, you know, in your small way, if it means putting in something into your basket that you can add to a box that is collected for the communities that don't have anything, you know, just think about those people that have lost their homes.
Definitely. We
You
do.
know,
And
again.
it's in the midst of a crisis where you can actually find the most gratitude, you know.
Absolutely. So let's take a moment, especially today. You know, the weather has been very inclement and we've all been cozy in our homes over, you know, with a roof over our head.
Yeah, so cut out the complaining, guys. You have a roof over your
Yes.
head, you have a heater, you have a blanket.
Exactly.
You know, let's
enough
stop looking
naming,
for-
blaming, shaming and complaining. Enough.
Yes. Let's find ways to actually be grateful. We have homes, we have a roof over our head, we have things to keep us warm, we have food to eat. You know, people's homes have been destroyed once again.
And I say to people, you know, especially when they come and coach to me and they're complaining about this, I'm like, did you eat this morning? You know, is there petrol in your car? Did you sleep in a warm bed?
You have a car?
Have a hot shower? You have a car?
Yes.
Like, wow. You know, you take these things for granted. Let's not do that anymore.
You're absolutely right. And thank you for that message, Sharon.
You're welcome.
Taken into account, guys, I know there's lots to complain about, but there's equally lots, if not more, to be grateful for. Stay tuned. Cheryl's going to be joining us from Mindfit. We're going to be chatting about the Mindfit community outreach.
Fit24 and Ballito TV are proud to announce a new and exciting television series.
Giving contestants the opportunity to lose weight and feel great with our Fit24 challenge.
We are looking for 12 contestants who are driven to achieve their weight loss goals and kickstart their new and improved healthy lifestyle within the guidance of their very own personal trainer provided by Fit24.
The finale will reveal the winner who made the biggest impact on their health and weight loss journey, walking away with a host of prizes valued at 50,000 Rand, along with a lifetime membership at Fit24 gyms.
To enter the Fit24 challenge, write a one-page motivation as to why we should choose you. Submit your motivation and a full-length photo of yourself at the closest Fit24 gyms club in your area, and you could be chosen for our very first season.
Entries close on the 25th of June 2022.
T's and C's apply. Please note that the Fit24 challenge is only permitted to entrants who reside within KZN.
You're back with us on GMNC this morning, and I hope you're feeling the positive vibes and the inspiration here. In studio with me is Sharon Castle, and we're joined by Cheryl. We're chatting about the Mindfit outreach program, right? The Mindfit community outreach.
Correct.
And I believe it was birthed 24 hours ago.
Less.
Please do tell.
Thank you so much, Prathisha. Yes, you know, Mindfit Coaching Academy has been going for just over a year now. And, you know, I was saying in the inspiration, our province has been battered. And we are training 9 new coaches. And we graduated 10 last year. And we've also got another couple of people that graduated on our program called The Awakening. And what Mindfit is all about is mental well-being. Is helping.
And I see your continuous growth, Sharon. I've seen your most recent certificate.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So you are always up-leveling yourself.
Always. You know, it's just, it's a mission, it's a vision, and it's a passion to absolutely be in a position where you can help others. And for those that are called to do that through Mindfit, one of them being Cheryl, who's all about heart. Cheryl is on our coaching training program. She started last year with the Awakening program, and she has never stopped showing up with full presence, wanting to help other people. And she sent a message to me yesterday, and she said, how do we help? So clearly she's going to tell us what it was that opened up her heart to say, I want to make a difference. And for me, it was just something that I took on, and I was like, how do we do this? And so Cheryl, maybe you want to tell us what really inspired you to make the call to me and say, Shay, I want to help. How do we do that?
yes.
Well, that's incredible, Cheryl. So, yes, take it away. Let us hear about it.
Thank you. I think as everybody in this province of KZN, we've just been taking such a battering purely in what's happening around us. And with this flooding, my heart is going out, as all of ours are, I'm sure. And how can we possibly help? And there are so many outreach programs, and I know, and I'm contributing to all of them, where we have to give some water, and we give food, and we give blankets. But then this wonderful training that we're doing with Sharon just came to mind. And what better way to give back than to give people the ability to reach inside of themselves and find their resilience and how to manage these feelings of loss and grief and suffering, which is what we help with. It's a new way of just sort of stepping back from that and finding a clearer way to see your path forward. And I feel so strongly that's where we need to help people.
Definitely, Cheryl, because we see the physical disasters. We see that people don't have homes and don't have water and don't have blankets. But what's going on in their minds and hearts is truly a different story. And you guys are really tapping into the importance of that, which is incredible. So tell me a bit about the program. How are you guys going to be carrying it out? What does it entail?
I think Sharon will be able to give us a bit more
Well,
feedback on
Prathisha,
that.
like you said, it was born less than 24 hours ago, so it's occurring, it's emerging, it's unfolding.
Right.
And really, when Cheryl made the call, I felt my heart opening, and I thought, if people understand that what they have inside of them is actually all they need right now in this moment to step up and make a difference for themselves. And how does that work? I've never really seen anybody do well in their lives when they're caught up with anxiety and with stress and with worry.
Of course, and it just compounds the problem.
Exactly.
People have real problems now.
Yes, and we're well designed to deal with real problems, but we're not well designed to deal with problems that we think might occur in the future or to try and fix problems that happened in the past.
Yes.
Right now, in the present moment, is all we have.
Definitely.
And when the mind settles, you actually tap into something much greater than yourself. And then you get that information, and now you are quiet and calm enough to make decisions. The most amazing thing to me is most people, when they're in stress, they know what to do because their personal thinking gets suspended.
Yes.
And they're just in action. So they're not thinking about the problem right in front of them. They're thinking about, how do I get out of it? And so something else takes over. And that is what we teach at Mindfit. We teach them principles that are absolute truth, not made up ideas and concepts and techniques and tools. You're not going to go and sit and meditate when you're in the middle of a flood.
No, you can't.
So you want to have done something for yourself that has given you emotional resilience and psychological fitness. And that's when you can take action in a calm way. And I think what Cheryl was alluding to was, once you understand, when you really understand how the human mind works, the misunderstanding falls away.
Yes.
About it's outside there. Everything comes from inside of you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you guys are offering to people to chat with them?
Yes. Anybody. It doesn't have to be as a victim of the floods. We want to do this outreach community support program. So anyone that can't afford coaching, life coaching, mental coaching,
Yes.
emotional coaching, we're here, and we've got people sitting, waiting in the wings to say, how can I help you? And as trainee coaches, they need to clock up some hours. So, for them, it's a lovely, not just an opportunity, but a way of showing some love and compassion for
Definitely.
others. And we're here, we're sitting, we're waiting, we're ready. So you can find us, if you just email me, Sharon at sharoncastle.co.za.
Okay.
You can look us up, mindfitlifecoachingacademy.com. And we've also got Sharon Castle Coaching. Just look for us and send us a mail. There are always little forms that you can fill in, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. We've got people waiting. Please reach out. Let us help.
Incredible initiative, guys.
Thank you.
and you all are qualified and you have the training and you know what you're dealing with.
Absolutely.
It really is incredible. Wow.
Thank you.
If I could just add, it's really just coming from a place we want to give, we want to serve, and we want to serve people who wouldn't ordinarily feel that there's this access for them, because
Yes.
this affects everybody. So whether it's for yourself, whether it's for a family member, a colleague, anybody you know that's just suffering or in that midst of loss or feelings of anxiety and dread, we're there. And that is, we just want to serve. That's where we're coming from.
She's all heart, can you tell?
Yes, yes. You're going to get me
Love it.
teared up here too.
Thank you.
It's amazing, guys. It really, really is. And I hope it takes off.
Oh,
And I'm sure it
thank
will.
you.
I really
Thank you.
hope it will. I hope you guys at home have the courage. If you are battling with something, please reach out to these gorgeous women. They are available and they're ready and they want to help you. Okay, thank you for joining me. That is as inspirational as ever, Sharon. Thank you
so
very much.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you, Sharon.
Stay tuned. Next up, we will be chatting with Jane from the Gallery Ballito.
Hi, I'm Steve Bezuidenhout, owner, director of Hydropower based in Ballito. We're a power products company that specializes in hydraulics, power products, and power tools. We are distributors of quality brands such as HVD hydraulic components, Briggs & Stratton lawnmowers, brush cutters, generators, and Metabo power tools. Our target market is the construction and civils industry, transport and freight, agriculture, and mining industry. So whether you need a hydraulic pump for your tipper truck, a commercial ride-on mower for your estate, a power drill for your construction company, or just a domestic lawnmower for your home, we are a one-stop shop. We offer sales, consumables, repairs, and services on all these products. We're based at 8A Kyalami Park, Ballito, and also ship goods nationally. You can get in contact with us via various channels, namely WhatsApp, the landline, email, website, Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn.
back to GMNC this morning. In studio is Jane from the gorgeous Gallery in Lifestyle Centre. Good morning, Jane.
Morning.
How
Thanks
are you
for
this
having me.
morning?
Very well, thank you. Delighted to be here.
So the gallery is gorgeous and all things gorgeous, and I believe you are the founder of it.
Yeah, well, December 2020, we opened up a pop-up gallery opposite Valence at Bwalya Lifestyle Centre, the brainchild of Bruce Renkin, the owner of Lifestyle. And it was just a pop-up for a couple of months. I had a very strange time, December 2020. None of us will forget it, you know, when the world was in turmoil.
Yes.
Not a time to open up galleries, but we did in full force. And it was so wonderfully received by the community. We had 3 months of just wonderful, extraordinary art showcasing KZN's talent. And then Bruce had a reshuffle of the space and realized the community wanted us back. So he invited us back into a smaller area within the studios. It's a fantastic, eclectic vibe there. Please, if you haven't yet been to the studios,
Gorgeous.
come
I know
along,
it's gorgeous.
come and have a cup of coffee and come and see our art.
The quaint boutique shops there.
It's beautiful, and it's the vibe. It's really inviting, and it encourages conversation about the arts and about beautiful things and about gratitude and positivity, which is what Sharon was just talking about. So we're really proud of the space we've created and the vibe. And now we're there. We're entrenched. We're not going anywhere. And we have exhibitions changing. So we're going on to an 8-week format. And every first Thursdays of the month, we're going to be having a wonderful event at the studios, promotions and a couple of talks and maybe art demos and things as well. So we've got some exciting programs coming ahead. We're always changing up exhibitions. So whenever you pop into Lifestyle Centre, come by the gallery, come by the studios, because there's always something new to see.
That's epic, and it is gorgeous. But we were chatting earlier about the win-win-win, for inspiring artists and things. So tell me a bit about that.
So the win-win-win, you know, what we're really after, we're artists. Our team are all essentially artists. And so what we're after is we're wanting to encourage the art conversation and the dialogue about the arts. We're wanting to encourage the community to be more aware of how important art is to our daily lives. We're wanting a win-win for the clients. We're wanting them to feel they can get really good deals from emerging artists. They can get to learn who are their favorite artists, what's their favorite styles, you know, and also their family members can come in and discuss what they like, what they don't. So it's not just a place to buy art and invest in art, it's also a place to come and share with loved ones what their tastes are.
It's
and
gorgeous.
discuss,
I actually bring my
inspire.
2-year-old quite a while to just take a walk through and just, you know, to get her familiar with it.
Nothing brings us greater joy
it's
than
gorgeous.
seeing youngsters come in and discuss which is their favorite art piece and why, and which art piece inspires them. But also it's a win for the artists. We're showcasing mainly local artists, mainly KZN, not only, but mainly. And we feel that's very important that the community gets to know who the local artists, who the emerging artists out there. And we're wanting to look after artists like we all want to be looked after, with integrity, with dignity, look after their artwork like it's our own.
It's safe and
because
sacred
we
space.
know
I love
we're
it.
artists. We love our art to be respected and appreciated as well.
Yes.
So that's why we say win-win-win. Yeah.
It's awesome. It's such an amazing initiative. It really is.
Well, what we're loving is the way it changes up. So it's always fresh and it's always exciting. And as we open up one exhibition, we're planning the next. And I must say, it's sort of like Christmas when all the new art arrives and we're having to unravel it. And it really does. It's such a vibe up there. And even though we're not sort of officially opened, while you're having coffee there, you can see us unpacking the art and you can see the joy on our faces. It really is.
It's a really awesome vibe.
Yeah.
So if you are an emerging artist, how do we get hold of you?
Best thing is to contact me, probably directly, Jane Digby on, this is dangerous, sending out my personal thing, but if you can WhatsApp me with your name and details. We like to know a bit about your history, where you come from. We're always looking for new artists, but we also have got limited space and we set programs ahead. So patience. Please, but you never know when your art might just fit into an upcoming exhibition. We want to know local talent, we want to know who's out there, and we'd love to showcase your work.
It's an incredible opportunity.
Yeah.
I really think it is, and in such a prime spot. The venue is gorgeous. If you haven't been there, go there.
Can I just tell you a little bit about our upcoming First Thursdays event, the studios? Ballito Lifestyle, very proud to present their first Thursdays at the studios, which is opposite Valence. And it's going to be a day-long event with all sorts of promotions from Rowdy, The One, Sweet Peas, ourselves, the gallery, and Spasiso's, the coffee lab. So get on down there. It'll also be the opening of our next exhibition, which is titled Tidal. It's about the oceans, it's about promoting the awareness and our love for the oceans, respect for the ocean. You know,
Very Ballito vibes.
Very Ballito vibe, very important to
us, yes, near
and
and dear.
Heart and soul. And it's a sort of, it's really about all of that. So get on down there. There's going to be all sorts of events taking place. And then it'll culminate with the official opening of the exhibition will be about 6 o'clock. There'll be some wine sponsored by Tops. And Bwalya Lifestyle also launching the next level, which are some meeting and conference rooms, events rooms taking place upstairs of the studios, on the upper level. So all sorts happening there. Do pop on down. Yeah.
So what's the date of that again, Jane?
2nd of June.
2nd of
2nd
June.
of June, 9 until 8:30 in the evening. Yeah.
Is it kid friendly?
Yes, always, always. We love children, even with some scoop ice cream in hand, barefoot, in cozies.
Yes.
We don't mind. Come as you are. That's the Ballito way.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Jane, and it's very, very inspiring work. Keep it up.
Thanks. Welcome.
I will definitely be popping by as per usual. I love all those shops and everything there. The vibe is amazing.
Good. Thank you very much, Ballito TV. Thanks.
Stay tuned, guys. Next up, we're going to be chatting to Neville Wolmarans from Ndlondlo Reptile Park.
Simply Models KZN is a unique modelling and finishing school based in the heart of Ballito. Classes are available to both boys and girls from 3 years and older, with the focus being on developing confidence and building a positive self-image. Weekly classes take place at the beautiful Relax Inn, where students are guaranteed to have fun and are often pampered and spoiled with hand and nail treatments while learning about hygiene and self-care. The makeup and hair classes are hits amongst the girls, and this learning is taken further with them being taught how to dress according to their body shapes. Etiquette and manners form part of the learning, as does posture and poise. And the Simply Models team are always incredibly proud to see their models walk with confidence when they take part in fashion shows and events. The best part of the classes offered is the lasting friendships that are formed. Get in touch with Simply Models today by calling 064 379 5663.
back to GMNC. In studio, we have a familiar favorite. It's Neville from Ndlondlo Reptile Park. Good morning, Neville.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, and you?
Hey, good.
It's been a while, but we've got something interesting today.
Yeah. I brought an olive ground snake along for the more older snake people or snake aware people. They would know it as an olive house snake.
Okay.
And we always believed that this dude was classified in with the house snakes, but that monster called DNA
told us otherwise.
Yeah, that thing has come back and stuck its finger in our eyes in a number of different places, and this is one of those. So they tell us that he's not related to the house snakes.
Okay.
He's closer related to water snakes.
Oh, wow.
And so he's been shuffled in with the water snakes, and I have no doubt that they will still create a genus specifically for this dude. But
he's a bit of a constrictor also, right?
he is a constrictor. I'm going to take him out and show you guys, so don't run away.
Okay, I'll try my best.
The one I brought is a female, and she's typical female. You know, she's got her moments. She can be a real sweetheart and she can be a real bat. And it seems today she's going to be a real bat. So there we go.
Okay.
Very active snake. See it there, just beautiful.
She's called Olive, but she's not quite
Olive.
green, right?
Yeah, you know, when you go down to the Cape, they are properly olive green.
Okay.
And in areas they're actually more brown than green. But these ones and the ones and the same variant that you get in the Lowveld, Mpumalanga Lowveld and sections of the Mpumalanga escarpment are totally black, and so for years they were known as black house snakes.
Okay.
A constrictor, and so they suffocate their prey. And I just want to shed a little bit of light on how that works.
Yes.
A lot of people think that constriction involves crushing the prey item, even breaking bones and so on. But that's not true. All they do is they sustain enough pressure for asphyxiation.
Okay, so just to suffocate them.
The chest cavity can't expand. And now the real purists are saying, no, the heart stops. Yes, but your heart stops because there's not enough oxygen to sustain it.
So, yeah, nothing's there to help it pump.
Yeah, so, but then they argue and they say, no, it's a pressure that actually stops the heart. Okay, whatever. You die.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what from. But that's it.
That's their way of killing the prey. What type of prey do they typically?
Well, they're actually a very useful guy to have around your house, and that's one of the reasons why I brought him along. You know, he's a snake that'll feed on rodents primarily, birds, bats, but they also typically feed on other snakes.
Oh, wow.
And so if you've got a bit of a snake phobia, this is a guy you get used to.
Okay, because he'll get rid of the other ones.
You'll get rid of the other ones.
Nice.
And very useful guy.
In terms of harming children or us people, ankle biters, those sort of things?
No, not at all. There's no venom whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
But if you go according to the modern definition of venom, they reckon that any animal that produces enzymes and proteins, as in a saliva, is potentially venomous. Because all venoms are made of similar proteins and enzymes.
Okay.
So you are venomous. Please don't bite your children.
I was going to say, even my cat then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
if
so,
it's going by that definition.
Yeah, it's a totally misconstrued definition.
So these guys are pretty harmless then?
They're absolutely harmless. They're nocturnal. They do spend most of their life subterranean, so they live in burrows. And so it's not necessarily a snake that likes warmth. Now, I have had this girl underneath my jacket, keeping it warm, and you saw exactly how lively it was when it came out. Normally, they would want to be at a much lower temperature.
Okay. So they prefer the cooler temperatures.
Cooler temperatures.
So we can look forward to them now in winter.
Well, they do become a little bit more active on the onset of winter. During winter, we don't see many of them. But the onset of winter and spring, then they're really active, and then we get to see a few of them.
Cool, thank you for sharing one of your gorgeous pets with us. Tell us what's happening at the park.
Well, yeah, it's a matter of repair the repairs we've just repaired.
Oh gosh,
But
yes.
yeah, look, after the previous floods and storms, we suffered some damage and we made temporary repairs because we knew there was another
round of this coming up.
Another round coming up.
Yeah.
And we haven't had the opportunity to get into the full ultimate repair that needs to happen, or rebuild that needs to happen. But yeah, our repair didn't hold up very well.
That's a bummer.
So yesterday we were rescuing snakes again.
Oh gosh.
So catching out and bagging and binning, and I'm going to leave it a couple of days, see what the weather's going to decide to do, and then we'll put them back again. So,
okay, but you guys will be up and ready soon again.
We're up and running.
Cool.
We're up and running. You know, I believe that the park is a facility, and any person visiting the park has got the full right to see what happens all the time.
It's actually quite an experience.
So I don't shut down the park for operations like this, and it's not just because I want your backs or we need your backs. It's simply that the people out there just get to visit the facility and they see it in 100% pristine nick, and they get totally the wrong impression. They don't see what happens to keep it that way.
That's true. That's absolutely true. And I actually believe that it's like that with places. If you see it in one season and a different season, it's very different.
Yeah.
So in our case, if you see it in flooding and not flooding, it's quite a difference too.
Yeah.
You know, so
Very
yeah, I
much
fully
so.
agree. It's a whole different experience. So that's cool. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Yeah,
it's
thank
as
you.
informative as always. Stay tuned, because next up we're going to be chatting to Nozi from the SPAR Women's Challenge.
Hi, my name is Bobby van Jaarsveld, singer, songwriter and actor, and I'm excited to tell you that I've partnered with filmmaker Mornay Lane and that I'm proud to be a part of the Da Vinci International Film Academy.
I'm Mornay Lane, and for the past 15 years I've been on an amazing film industry journey that has included me producing 10 films and directed 2. My movies landed up on Netflix, Showmax and DSTV. My passion for filmmaking and teaching is the very reason why I started Da Vinci International Film Academy.
Our exciting user-friendly app has all the elements to teach you the A to Z's of filmmaking, and to top it all off, we will even shoot a short film with you as part of your practical.
Hello, my name is Mandy Rootman, a passionate and experienced marketer, and I'm looking forward to bringing you our new course, Real Marketing Insights into the Film Industry, that will teach students practical and effective marketing skills, not only for your business, but for yourself.
I'm Lynette Pretorius, the owner and professional accountant from Austral Accounting. Now that you have the skills of filmmaking and know how to market yourself and your business, I will teach you how to start and manage your business finances with our new business entrepreneurial course.
Hi, I'm Dorette. I'm a professional makeup artist, and I'll be teaching you how to do film and special effects makeup.
Our course pricing ranges from $439.50 to $879 per course, with no registration fee being charged. And best of all, we'll shoot a short film with you in your province at the end of the year.
A new feature on our app is our short course offering, allowing students to only select the courses they want to do, or even just our signature course, Da Vinci Resolve. The choice is yours.
We are accredited by Blackmagic Design, and students will earn an international certification with every exam passed. And every student that joins Da Vinci International Film Academy will get a free subscription for Microsoft 365 and Microsoft Teams.
It is as easy as pay, learn, and become certified.
Join today by downloading our app and press the enroll button.
Blackmagic Design, creating the world's highest quality solutions for feature film, post-production, and television broadcast industries.
At Austral Accounting, we are more than chocolate counters.
At Austral Accounting, we specialize in accounting,
taxation,
company secretarial services,
business advisory services, accounting cloud software,
full payroll administration to ensure full compliance.
And we service our clients in English, Afrikaans, and isiZulu.
Don't get caught with your hand in the chocolate jar when we can be your greatest asset.
Welcome back to GMNC. We're ramping things up with Nozipho from the SPAR Women's Challenge. Good morning, how are you?
Hi, Prathisha. I'm doing very well, and how are you doing today?
Great, thank you, Nozi.
Good.
So it's actually a virtual challenge that we're talking about, right?
Absolutely. We're going to be talking about the SPAR Women's Virtual Challenge that will be taking place on the 3rd of September across the country.
Awesome. So you guys have been doing it virtual for the last 3 years or so, I mean, due to COVID, right?
Yes, you are 100% correct. COVID, actually opened up new opportunities as much as it's been a pandemic. We saw an opportunity that let's get everybody, whether you're a woman or a man or everyone together from the country, across the country, come and join us and do this challenge because it's such a beautiful race. And everybody gets involved. This year's theme, we call it I Rise, because we have risen from all these challenges that we've had for the past 3 years, and people have stepped up. And we say, let's come back together. Yes, it's absolutely inspiring. And we're getting everybody from all walks of life, sorry about that. And we say, come join SPAR because we offer a platform for those that are voiceless. People come and share their experiences, and also in terms of being inspired by our brand ambassadors that we have selected in KZN.
Cool, awesome. And the challenge itself has been going on for about 32 years, right?
Absolutely. This race has risen for more than 3 decades, getting women inspired by others. There are so many things that are beautiful that are coming from this race because we get everybody moving. It's important that each and every person lead a healthy lifestyle, and women come also to have their me time, whereby they're doing something for themselves and are getting healthy at the same time.
Well, it's all woman empowerment. That's my favorite topic, so I love it. You mentioned to me that it's across 6 regions, right?
Yes, absolutely. We have Gqeberha, we have Pretoria, there's also Johannesburg, Western Cape, as well as Mbombela, which is in Mpumalanga. All these regions, including KwaZulu-Natal, as I'm here, we hold this race on the 3rd of September. Can you imagine? It's actually going to be more than 60,000 participants that we are expecting to fasten their shoelaces and get out there wherever they are and have a great time.
It's awesome. And tell me, how can you join the challenge?
You can actually join the challenge online on go and Google SPAR Virtual Challenge, and you will be able to enter online. And what's good about entering this race, you're not just running, you're running for a good cause. We do have our SPAR Petal project, okay? So as SPAR, we do pride ourselves to live our values, which is family, entrepreneurship, as well as passion. So we believe each and every child, especially a girl child, deserves an education. So by partnering with various charities across the country, we are able to donate SPAR pads to these girls so that they do not miss school. they do not miss
That's the
a
sanitary
day.
pads drive,
Absolutely,
right?
yes. These sanitary pads are also sold in all our SPAR stores at 6 Rand. At 6 Rand, which
So
is
at
very
the cashier,
cheap.
you just, scan it.
Absolutely, you just go in store, grab a pack, and only pay 6 Rand, and yeah.
That's incredible too. I myself participate in that one, so.
Oh, that's great. Yes, I'm
awesome.
really happy that you are.
I know that one. So
Yeah.
tell me, back to the virtual challenge, is there a cost involved? Do you pay online? Or?
Yes, there is a cost involved. It's only 120 rands, and some of it, like I've mentioned, it will be donated through SPAR Petal project so that we're able to help the girls and keep them in school.
Awesome. It's an incredible course. I love it.
Yes, yeah. So we urge everybody to come join us on the 3rd. It doesn't matter whether you are a man, bring your friends, bring your children, and bring your pets, and come have a great day out there. Wherever you are, you're running for a good cause. But we would like to encourage everybody to enter online so that you are part of this movement.
Thank you for joining us, Nozi. That's an incredible course, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, and I hope everybody who is watching and listening can also rise up to the challenge. It's good for the soul.
Nice. So there you have it, guys. Join the challenge. It's going to be fun, and it's for an amazing course. So next up, I'm going to be chatting to Sammy. She is a Miss Ballito finalist. Stay tuned.
Lula Clothing Boutique is now situated at the Well, which is in Ballito, which is opposite Ashton College. So in addition to our clothing range, we also do a variety of other things. We do leather shoes, leather bags, gifting, cushions, homeware, whatever you need for a Lula living lifestyle. When you buy a garment from Lula, it doesn't just appear in the shop. A lot goes into it before it actually goes into the store. So from making the patterns, which I do myself, to sourcing the fabric, to making the prototypes, to making sure the thread matches, to making sure the elastic is correct, everything is done in-house. And from the time of conception of a pattern to actually getting a prototype sample can take 1 hour, and then we're happy with it and then we go into production. So all my people work with me directly in the factory, and there's 8 people that work with me, and they all have a role to play, including myself. Everybody just works together as a family, and we're supporting local, and everything happens under one roof at Lula.
Welcome back to GMNC. We're chatting to Sammy, and she's a Miss Ballito finalist. Good morning, Sammy. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. So tell us a bit about you. Besides Miss Ballito, what are you up to?
Okay, so my name is Sammy and I'm originally from Stanger and I live in Durban because I study there.
What are you studying?
Information technology. Yes,
nice.
system development.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And how's your journey been thus far?
Oh, kind of challenging but fun as well because...
That sounds about right. It is a very personal growth kind of journey. So.
Yes.
How have you been finding the other girls and the other contestants?
Oh, they are really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice. And everyone is just kind, fun, easy to talk to, and very understanding as well.
Well, that's awesome. So it's a bit of like camaraderie kind of situation, which is very cool.
Yes.
And tell me about your project. What are you up to?
Okay, so with my project, it's a subject. The subject that I preserve is very close to my heart. So it was inspired by a little girl who was actually a victim of rape.
Okay.
And sadly, she wasn't aware of it. So as growing up, that's when she came to realize about it.
Okay.
Yeah, because as we know, most of the parents, they don't usually discuss about things like that to their kids and who's not to touch you and things like that.
Yes.
So my project is collecting sanitary pads. Yes, and then when collected, and I'm going to select a school that is disadvantaged.
Right.
And go donate the pads to that school. So, yeah.
Awesome. And then should you win Miss Ballito, what would you be doing?
Oh,
extended plans.
Yeah, so it would be such a privilege to hold the title, and I'd like to use the platform to actually extend my project. Yes, and this will actually give a solid foundation for my project, where I'll be like regularly collecting sanitary pads and then donating them to disadvantaged schools, because I've noticed, like in high school, I had a friend of mine and it was really nice. They used to give pads, but they used to give like once in a while.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, why not if it used to occur like more often, where kids get to receive sanitary pads, because there are a lot of people who are struggling just to get those.
Yes, and I mean, if you don't have it, it stops you from going to school and things like that.
That's the aim actually, because going back to my advocacy and what I'm implementing, which is education and gender-based violence. So like when kids get absent in school, there are higher chances where they would miss the lessons where they're teaching about things like that. Because obviously African parents, they don't usually talk to their parents about what is going on around the world, what other people can do, other people's intentions. Yeah,
I think sex is a topic that's not talked about by many cultures and many races. I don't think it's just limited to African, you know?
Yes, and actually I feel like maybe my parents, they feel embarrassed to discuss things like this.
Yes.
But also I'd like to use the platform also to ship a message to every parent out there that not to entrust their female child with just any male gender out there.
Of course.
Because going back to what I said about a girl, like this person that was abusing this girl is actually a security guard.
Oh no.
A
So it's
security
somebody that
guard.
actually is in a position of trust.
Yes.
And authority, actually.
Yes, it's actually those around us.
So you never know.
You never know.
Talking about it and awareness is definitely the first step, you know.
Yes, yes, that's the most important part of my project, like sending out a message. And that's why I would be more into gender-based violence, but I think education is more important. We need to be educated about things that are really important from a young age. So where parents discuss with their kids, especially their female child, who they talk to, how they present themselves, how they behave around this gender, and who's supposed to see them, things like that.
Definitely, I fully agree. It's quite the cause, and all the best to you.
Thank you so much.
Super. And yeah, so your Miss Ballito journey is going well, which is great, and you're using the platform for a great cause. So that's awesome. Do you need any community support?
Yeah, it would be
perhaps in buying sanitary pads or things like that. How can we assist you guys?
Okay, so like my aim actually was to like go around into stores, because most of the time some other stores, they don't really like give out the pads and all that. But I know when I walk into stores, small stores, speak to the manager, they might give out something, and you know, regularly and things like that, and leave out a box maybe at SPAR or somewhere there, where the customers, when they come to buy their stuff and all that, whoever feels like donating will just drop off there the pads and things like that. Yeah.
And how can people get hold of you?
Oh, I can be found on Instagram at Samira Sami with the I after Y. And then on Facebook, Samira without the Y. And then BB Lila, Sammy, and also on WhatsApp.
Cool. All your handles will be up for everyone to see, so that's awesome. Thank you for joining us, and all the best to you. And your course is incredible, so I hope you flourish in it. Well done.
Thank you so much.
There you have it. That was the gorgeous Sammy, a Miss Ballito finalist. Next up, we'll be watching a pre-recording with Chapman Building. Stay tuned.
Hey Ballito, it's 2022 Man vs. Food.
We're supporting the usual suspects, Sable's Creatures and the Ballito Beach Collective. This year we've got a long list of activities for this amazing evening. What do we got, Brett?
We've got hot wings.
We've got chili vodka drinking contest.
We've got a boat race.
We've got an auction. But this year we are changing the game. We have completely destroyed the main event and we've created something new. And it is called Thor's Hammer. So Brett, tell us what Thor's Hammer is all about.
This is a 2 kg beef shin. We're going to cover it with a cheese sauce on top of a bed of mash, weighing in at 3 kgs.
3 kilos. So if you think you're man enough, you got what it takes, or just capable of taking this bad boy down, get down to Mozambique Ballito on the 8th of June. Get involved. It's all for charity, and let's see you put your money where your mouth is. And
we will
rock you.
Welcome back to Under Construction with Chapman Building. Today we're chatting to Jason about dam proofing.
Yes, so let's talk about conditions. Okay, so the main reason why you would have not understood the waterproofing is, you know, Joburg obviously dry and sort of also hot and very cold conditions, and here we've got a little bit more mild but large fluctuations in humidity and a lot higher temperature coupled with that humidity, which adds to the corrosiveness of the environment and also the retention of moisture in whatever substrates the water is being discharged into. So in Joburg, if we have a leaking shower and we take that same leaking shower and we bring it to Durban, in Joburg you'll probably find that because of the dry air, the moisture saturates into the brickwork, which is like a sponge, and concrete as well, to a lesser degree, a little bit more dense. But because of the dry air and the dry environment, it dries out and what have you, and you don't actually see the moisture coming through. Whereas in our area, there's so much moisture in the air and everything already that as soon as there's a bit of ingress, it overwhelms the area, and that saturation then becomes evident on the other side of the substrate. So, you know, you then have to, you know, factor that, yes, in a normal application in Johannesburg, we would have, you know, painted on a product or poured a silicone-based product that soaked in and sealed up the cracks, and we didn't have a problem. That, unfortunately, doesn't work here, you know, because of the harsh environment and the consideration that building is a process. And if there's a failure in the process, you can't fix it from the top. You know, you can't take a leaking bucket and just put a plaster on the outside. You know, you need to completely reline the internal areas of the bucket or place another bucket inside the bucket. So replace, you know, being the key word there. So when there's a failure in the process, as we explained, you have to undo the process till you expose the point of failure. And at that stage, you then remedy the point of failure, and then you sort of reinstate the other levels, the screed, the plaster, and the paint or tiling or whatever it is to finish off as per.
And so many people don't follow that and end up having to redo.
Yeah, look, that's a very common thing that we find in our industry is people not, you know, doing their proper due diligence on what people are proposing, and there's a lot of people that just come past and swing a whole lot of BS your way, and you know, and a lot of people go through life conning people into paying them money for stuff that is never going to materialize and never be successful. So yeah, look, we can't help everyone, and not everyone is going to go and Google and be able to find and understand the information to accurately, you know, contest a contractor that's giving them a load of hog's wallop or whatever, hog's wash. And but I hope that maybe this would be one of those platforms that people can then click onto Ballito TV and get a little bit of an educational snippet on, you know, how they could save themselves money and time and frustration and, you know, yeah.
And would you say the minute that there is that first bubble in a wall that appears, to do something about it quickly? What do people do? Because I know when I saw the first bubble moving down here from Joburg, I actually went and scraped it because I wasn't too sure what it was. If it was paint peeling because the house needed to be repainted, or if it was damp.
Yeah.
So an ignorant person like me, what advice would you give?
Yeah, look, it's always good to act on those first indications. You know, we always say, again, because of the environment that we live in here in this area, preventative maintenance is something that if we stay on top of, you will save yourself lots of money down the line. So if you identify that bubble, you then look at other areas around the bubble. What's on the other side of the wall? What's above it? What's below it? Is there a joint that's perhaps not sealed? Is there a shower on the other side that might be leaking? Are there taps in the wall, and is there damp around those fixings? Could it possibly be that? Another thing to consider is that water will always follow the path of least resistance. So, you know, if you've got a conduit that's cut through the brickwork and the electrical going to a plug, the water, if the water is saturating a wall, you may not see it, but it'll track along that conduit and then come out the plug, which is often why you see damp around plugs and switches. So, yeah, that's also, so you got to basically look at the bubble and then see if you can identify any of the contributing factors. If you do, then by process of elimination, you attend to those and you try and do a localized repair to try and mitigate the damp. If it's a severe damp problem and it's manifesting on the underside of the ceiling or something downstairs, then you obviously need to go to more aggressive testing. So flood dye testing, where we block outlets of a shower or a patio and we fill it up with water. So put it under flood conditions for 72 hours and then we put a fluorescent dye in. And then that dye will follow any area, and if it is leaking, it'll manifest. We check with a UV light, and then we know. And with that data, we can more accurately ascertain what the point of ingress is. So,
yeah, very interesting indeed. And we are going to be showing and telling. We're going to be showing our viewers different applications, different things to look out for. So I'm really excited for that. So let's head on out.
Yes, let's do it.
Coming up on our Chapman Building segment next week, we'll be continuing with today's topic.
I am truly grateful that I had the opportunity to meet and learn from every visitor today. Thank you to you, our viewers, the sponsors, and every guest we had this morning. We will be closing out the show with a music video showcasing young Blohm. BTV is wishing you a week full of smiles, growth, and success. We'll see you again on Friday. Same time, same place.
Als ik zo doodga, zo mooi wees, ik zweer. Jij mij hierin verlaat, op zo'n hand en ik kan doodslaan. Ik weg in donker en ik wacht in slaap. Want een droom van jou is vandaag de dag. Wie zal voor mij liefde maken? Wie zal voor mij staan? Wie zal voor mij liefde maken? En die stukjes aan de baan. Voor wie kan ik mijn liefde maken? Voor wie kan ik opstaan? En wie zal met mijn liefde maken? Voor die wordt bij mij normaal. Finaal. Ik kon nooit met jammer zijn. Die woorden woon met nooit lopen. Wat zal worden na die stormen weer? Met stukken gevoel.